Hello, I'm TenelTech0 and this is StarMade. Currently early access on Steam, so let's get into it. Entering system 000. See, I'm on the outside, awesome. So, this is a space simulator game, as you've probably already figured out. And it is quite intricate, I think. See, I'm going to leave up those key bindings that come up by default, because there's a lot of stuff to remember, and yeah, I just find that more convenient. So, I guess the first thing to do is to start building a ship. So, press I to open up my inventory, and I need a ship core. So I can get the salvage stuff as well. Put that up there. See, heal, power, supply, marker. I can leave that stuff for now. Okay, so the way that you start a ship. Oh, and by the way, when you start up a game, you have the option to go through a tutorial. I would highly recommend going through that tutorial to learn the basics of the game. Anyways, let's see. Once you highlight the ship core, you hit, make sure you're far enough away from everything. Hit X, and it comes up with create a new ship or station. So this be 01. And there it is. And this is essentially the ship, well, yeah, it's a ship core, but this is the most important block on any ship, because if that gets destroyed, you pretty much lose the ship, from what I understand. So you kind of want to protect this thing. And as you can see, when you highlight it, it tells you what key to enter it. So hit R, and you're in build mode. Press space to switch to flight mode. But since I don't have anything to fly at the moment, we gotta build it. You will also see up at the top there is an arrow. That is the direction the ship is facing, just so you don't build it backwards. So, let's see, I guess first thing would be to start getting a frame. And your beginning ship is not gonna look pretty at all. At this point, it's just functional. You may be wondering why I'm building the power reactors in this form and not just clustering them in a single area, because apparently by doing it this way, and I don't think it's a bug since the developers themselves mentioned this, but on certain items, when you arrange them this way, you get extra power or extra features. It's essentially taking the total area of the 3 points and I guess assuming that the 3D space in that area is being occupied, even though it's physically not. So it's assuming that I've got a 3 by 4 by 3 area of power reactors when I actually don't. So it creates a lot more power, and actually can probably show that. Okay, so on the right here it gives you your ship statistics. Power is currently 140.8. If I put another one not connected, that should be about 280. Yeah. So 281 not connected. 422 not connected. Do that. And interesting. 351. If I do that. Okay, 476. Interesting. Maybe they changed that at some point. $704 with 5. Huh. So that is actually less. Very interesting. Okay, now there I see it doing that. 501 there, 614 there. Hmm. $763. Okay, so it does look like placing them not connected creates more power per second. That is very interesting. So I guess that's how I'm going to run this. Okay, so next up would be thrusters. There we go. Thrust 24, power consumption 7. Then it also gives your turning speed 5, 5, and 3. So next, oh, I've actually got one more, so there we go. So next would be to place the computers. A lot of stuff in this game works by linking. So that's a mechanic that can become very complicated. So I think I'll put that computer there. And actually no, I Don't want that there. There we go. Kind of out of the way. So put it here. And my cannons, for the moment, will not be functional because I'm going to use them as support for the salvage system. Here's another good tip is anything that has an orange bounding box is what you're currently linked to. So anything you build will automatically be linked to it, and the purple stuff is what's linked to the orange. To unselect it, you target it and hit C. So now I want my salvage system. Let's put that right there. This is probably the skinniest ship I've made. So now to put the salvage cannons. Let's see. I'm going to do it this way. Yeah, they definitely changed something, because the cannons and salvage cannons used to be the same quantity when you started, but now it's a lot less. So I'm definitely gonna have to change that pretty quickly. Now, if I remember correctly, target that. Okay. So either I just linked the salvage computer to the cannons, or I linked the cannons to the salvage. Let me hit T to bring this up. Okay, I did it correctly. So I have the salvage computer with the secondary support of the cannon computer. See, another way you can do this, so unlink it, hit T, and now they're unlinked. I believe if you click and drag, it now links it. So that's another way to do it, is to go into the system manager by hitting T and linking it. The computers support the salvage by essentially reducing their cooldown. So the salvage beam can stay active a lot more. If you hit over here on the hotbar area, it gives you basic information. I have two groups supported by antimatter systems. It says 100% because I have more cannon blocks than I have salvage blocks. So essentially, right here I have 15. So I can currently have up to 15 salvage blocks, and I'll maintain that 100%. When I have less secondary blocks, then that percentage drops. It can hit detail over here, and it'll actually give you the statistics on each group. Salvage power, tick rate, range, power consumption. See, it doesn't show any effects, which I'm kind of interested why that doesn't show. Seeing over here, ship core, because that's just the location, no details. So I hit T to get out of that. guess the next thing to do would be to finish the outer shell. Or at least as much as I can. And whoop, I just noticed well, I don't think that actually does, yeah. Even though I'm linked to the salvage computer, placing armor blocks don't actually link to anything. And just to make sure, okay. Yep, that's correct, because that's salvage. If you hit the C on the ship core, it shows everything linked to it. It does not show the cannon computer linked, because that's actually linked through the salvage computer. I have 3 blocks left. Yeah, my ship's a bit vulnerable. Well, it's not the prettiest thing going on, but it's functional. And yep, used up everything I can. So, I guess the next thing, let's go into flight mode. So, let's see, is it not P? Look at my info here. Here, go N for navigation. So this shows everything currently detected in my area. I have 4 asteroids, a shop, and the trading area. So that's this stuff right here. It's good with me. At this point, actually I think that one's the hotel and Highlight. I think that's what I need right now. So now that I've got that targeted, hit N to exit. Right, there we go. And hitting shift will bring your ship to a dead stop, which is very convenient because there is a drift. Okay, right now I'm drifting, which drift can be pretty good in certain situations. Other times you just want to sit still. So as you can see in the top right, it shows you the total block, the what's minerals or resources are in it, and its faction. So now that I've got slot 1 selected, can start salvaging stuff. There's 2 modes. You can hit the left mouse, which does a target or targeted type. All your weapons will focus on a single point. Left mouse will actually split the beams into their straight from their attack barrel. So if you want to target stuff, I guess, if you want to target more than one thing at a time, this would be the way to do it. It does mean that each beam is reduced in power, because right now it's using the statistics of each beam instead of together. you hold down Control and move the mouse, it rotates. You can also use Z and X, but as you can see, it doesn't get you flat. So I like to use the Control key. As you can see, the left side worked a lot faster, since that has actually one extra barrel. So that's actually going to annoy me, so I'm just going to use the left mouse to use both beams to try and dig through this. So get some resources. Okay. So I got ice and Dahlem. Can place that in my inventory. I need to find some actual resources in here. Move around this thing. Ah, there's one right up here. And there's some more. Okay. There we go. A shard and ore. Let's see, to craft a basic factory, I need either 10 alloy or 10 crystal. So open up my refined raw material. There we go, 10. Because I don't want to waste the starting material. There we go, basic factory. Okay, so now that I have a basic factory, and ooh, more stuff. Okay, guess get up on top here, get a little bit closer, and hit, I believe, R to exit. So you hit space, and now I'm oriented correctly in, well, I guess in relation to the sector. And wow, did I not park correctly? Well, actually, I guess I could just place it right here. So, let's see, left click, and there we go. And it's showing insufficient energy since I don't have any power blocks in the area. Let's see, change production. I need, let's see, or no, I need refinery. Capsule refinery. So if you know what you're looking for, you can type it in and it'll then find it for you. See, capsule refinery essentially does what my suit refinery did, but you get more resources. Okay, so I need 10 mesh and 10 crystal. So, okay. So get my power supply down there. If you right click on an item, it comes up with the split inventory. Just type the number and hit enter. Okay, so now that I've got that, double check, 10 and 10. So you just click and drag it over there. Nothing will happen when it gets to end because I don't have any power. Doop, that. Think that did it. Yes. Capsule refinery. Okay. So just to make sure, I will deactivate that. Now what's going to happen is it's going to create the metal mesh and a capsule of Hylet. Which you're going to need a lot of capsules for the advanced stuff. So it's a kind of a good idea to start from the beginning collecting that type of resource. Let's check its progress. 5 more to go. Unfortunately, you cannot place manufacturing items on a ship, which I kind of think is not smart, since this is a space game and essentially a ship is really all you need. Why you have to place it on asteroids and planets, I don't understand. And to build a station, you essentially need a station block, and to place that takes a lot of credits. I think 100,000 credits, might be more. There we go, so I've got 40 Hylet capsule and alloy mesh. So deactivate that. Let's see. Okay. What do I need for a salvage module? 5 of each. Grr. This means I'm gonna have to find crystals. At least now I know the orientation I need to be in. Let's see, I'm seeing ore, not seeing crystal, so I think I'm just gonna have to take some time to dig this out. So I guess I'll do that right now, so I'll be right back. Interesting. Okay. This might get annoying. Apparently, the Control F12 F12 is how I pause and unpause the recording, but F12 in this game brings up this network statistics. So that's, I guess, would be good information for server admins. Let's see. Okay, I found 3 crystal after deleting a whole bunch of stuff. So let's get out of here. And I just noticed the asteroid block total is down to 0. I thought that they had fixed that problem, but I guess they have not. I kinda don't like how it turns completely blue. I think it should be a highlighted outline, similar to the way the orange and blue outlines work. Okay. Now that should still be, yep, set there, 5 and 5. Guess 30, 30. Activate. How's it going? It only did 1? Yeesh. Another thing, I kind of wish these things would show progress outside of the menu, just so you're not staring at it wondering if it's done. But again, this is only a problem really in the beginning. Once you get some power modules, then you don't actually have to use a power tool on it. There we go. So I'll come back over here. R, space to go into build mode. Let's see. Target that. You know what? These I think need to be out of the way for now. Okay. Because I kind of want the power for it to be hidden. There we go. So you should probe. So if you hit R while looking at one of the blocks, it makes that the actual cannon or the end of the cannon. Okay, even though I have this weird S shape going on, by telling it which block to actually fire out of can be very helpful when you're making weird shapes like this. And just do that for the laser cannons as well. Okay. Let's try this out. Whew, that just powers right through it. This is kind of why I like having two beams. Okay, even though doing this way makes it technically slower, if you have enough barrels, it can go pretty quickly. Just make sure I'm still at 100%. So I'm still getting the speed benefit. Don't really like how they're off center. Or what I mean is one side is going faster than the other because they don't have the same number of blocks. Here we go. Oh yeah, I have armor. Okay, so head over here. See, how's that going? I think I only need like see, do 15. See, now is that taking power? I don't think so, so I think this works. And as you may hear, it is 12 o'clock my time. Okay, head over here, build mode. So this will even it out. And also, when you enter and leave build mode, it remembers what you've been targeting, so I don't have to keep selecting the salvage computer. There we go. See, does it say how many blocks? Not that I see. Okay, so think that's the total blocks. So I have 14 blocks with 15 supported, if I read that correctly. So here's my, guess you could call it my salvage tugboat. See, this thing will eventually become much more intricate in the future. Hopefully eventually turn this into a full dreadnought class. Let's see. Options, controls. Here we go. So you want to know if there's a way to take everything off to get a good screenshot. Okay, J, I think that's one of the keys I need. Or just F6. So I think that worked. I hope. And just in case, crud. Okay. So apparently F11, which is my recording software screen capture, is the respawn button. So that's good to know. Actually, I think that's the suicide button, because that looks like my body. I do believe it is. And it's still reacting to me. Okay, I think that might be a bug. Anyways, this has been StarMade. I believe there will be many more videos of this. So leave a... It's actually been quite a long episode, but that's, I guess, typical for a first episode. So leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down, leave comments, subscribe to see more videos, and thanks for watching.